Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa kafa wa salatu wa salamu ala Ashrafil Mursaleen, Sayyidina wa Nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabi ajma'een, amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين. صدق Allah al-Azim. So brothers and sisters, yesterday we recited Surah Al-Ma'idah, and then today we are going to recite Surah Al-An'am, inshallah. So my dear brothers and sisters, among the ayahs that we recited yesterday in Salat al-Taraweeh, one ayah is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu innamal khamru wal maisiru wal ansabu wal azlam rijsun min amali shaitan fashtanibu. That all those people who believe, undoubtedly, innama means undoubtedly, liquor, al khamr, wal maisir means gambling. So khamr and maisir, wal ansab wal azlam, these are also two ways of gambling at that time. So gambling, rijsum, it's a very dirty and filthy thing to do, and min amal shaitan, and it is one of the act of shaitan. Fashtanibu, therefore refrain from it. Refrain from it. La'allakum tuflihun, perhaps you will be successful. And Allah further explained why these two things are haram. Allah said, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ الشَّيْطَانِ أَن يُوقِعَ بَيْنَكُمُ الْعَدَاوَةَ وَالْبَغْضَاءَ فِي الْخَمْرِ وَالْمَيْسِرِ. That through gambling and through drinking, Shaitan wants to create enmity, hatred, fights. Right? And then وَيَصُدَّكُمْ عَنْ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. And through gambling and drinking, Shaitan would like you not to follow the path of Allah. He would stop you from following the path of Allah. وَعَنِ الصَّلَاةِ. And Shaitan would prevent you from praying Salah. Then فَهَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُنْتَهُونَ. So are you going to refrain or not? Okay. So this ayah very clearly made drinking and gambling prohibited. Now this prohibition is there till the day of judgment. Nobody can revoke this. Why? Because this prohibition is in Quran. Right? Furthermore, the word fashtanibu, right? Refrain from it. Allah did not use the word haram here, because for other things Allah have used the word haram. For example, Allah said, إِنَّمَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةَ وَالدَّمَ وَلَحْمَ الْخِنْزِيرِ. Pork. Regarding pork and regarding that animal that is killed without the name of Allah, it is maita. So Allah said, these things are haram, harrama. But when Allah is talking about drinking liquor and gambling, Allah did not use the word haram here. Allah used the word ishtinab, fashtanibu, refrain from it. Now we need to know what is the status of this word fashtanibu. What does it mean? Right? Does it mean completely haram, or it is afzal, better not to gamble and drink? Right? Now who will decide this? Who will decide the meaning of ishtinab here? You, I, or somebody else? Right? So for the meaning of ishtinab, we'll go back to our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And there we'll see what is the meaning of ishtinab in this ayah as explained to us by our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? So now our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam in many ahadiths have clearly prohibited drinking. He said, "Kullu muskirin haram." Right? Everything that could intoxicate you is haram. Muskir means something that will intoxicate you, will make you lose the balance of your mind. Right? Then we also know that our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when it comes to drinking, he explained. Now, regarding so many other haram things, Rasulullah did not explain that much. But regarding drinking, Rasulullah thoroughly explained. For example, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that not only that drinking is haram, but look here, a person who is selling liquor, right? Allah's curse befalls upon him. A person who is manufacturing, right? So much so that a person who is working in a factory that produces liquor, a person who is serving liquor at a restaurant, and a person who is just working in a convenience store, right? And he's just ringing the liquor bottles, him. And then Rasulullah said, if you are associated in any way with the manufacturing of liquor, and Rasulullah gave an example that for the oven of that factory, if you are supplying goods, for example woods, so you are supplying woods to a factory that is manufacturing liquor, so Rasulullah said that Allah's curse will befall upon you. Go and look for a business somewhere else. So all of these details are found in hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Therefore, for 1400 years, this ummah is unanimous. All the muhaddithin, fuqaha, all the jurists are unanimous that liquor, wine, is completely haram. So the word ishtinab here, fashtanibu, refers to haram. Right? Now, ironically, one of the largest consumption of liquor is in Muslim countries. It is very ironic. When Muslims go down, right, they stop considering what is halal and haram. Right? They just do whatever their nafs dictates them to do. But what is even worse than that is when you will try your best to give a different meaning of this word fashtanibu, and you will say that, look, Imam, here Allah have not used the word haram, so therefore I consider liquor to be a bad thing but not completely forbidden. Same thing with gambling. This is worse than drinking and gambling. You know why it is worse? Because you are twisting and turning the meaning of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? So you must not do it. Always understand that you cannot give a meaning to the ayat of Quran based on your understanding. Allah revealed Quran and Allah sent a Nabi with it, and that is our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in order to understand Quran, you must go to our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And when you look into hadith, you will find out it is completely forbidden. So whether it is drinking or gambling, for example, playing lotto, buying lotto tickets, right? That is completely forbidden. Even some people, businessmen, Muslim businessmen, when they go to Las Vegas for business reasons, right? And there are these lotto machines, right? Just for fun. They come back and they tell us that we played just for fun. Why? Because that city is famous for gambling. So brothers and sisters, you cannot do anything haram even for fun. You know, what Allah had made it haram, refrain from it. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the very next ayah said, وَأَطِيعُ اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُ الرَّسُولَ وَاحْذَرُوا. O people, be obedient to Allah. And then Allah said, be obedient to His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Be obedient. Therefore, brothers and sisters, please refrain from al-khamr, refrain from al-maisir, meaning refrain from drinking, and refrain from gambling. And brothers and sisters, if some of you have convenience stores where you are selling liquor, you are selling lotto tickets, right? You are doing a major sin. And the hadith that I told you earlier, Rasulullah said, Allah's curse will befall upon that person. And let me tell you what does curse means. La'natullah means. It could mean that Allah will give you lots of wealth. Meaning the more you will go into this business, this kind of haram business, the more Allah will give you prosperity. The more Allah will increase your wealth. But that increase in wealth is not a mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This increase in wealth, in fact, is a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you are sinking. Allah is giving you more prosperity in terms of wealth so that you can say, well, I'm going to open another shop and I'm going to make more money, even it is through haram ways. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is letting you do this, and this is, brothers and sisters, what Allah in Quran have said, istidraj. Istidraj means before punishment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you more and more and more, till you become intoxicated with the love of those sinful acts. And you say, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do more. Why? Because look, I have more and more. Right? Allah said, yes, I'll give you more. So the more you are getting, the more you are forgetting Allah. And then one day, Allah will pull the rope. Allah will pull the rope. That's one thing. Second thing, brothers, regarding la'natullah, is that your family members will never become a source of comfort and peace for you. Right? Because when you are bringing haram money home, so you are feeding your children, your family members haram. And brothers and sisters, what you are feeding them is filth, garbage. And what you eat, you become the same. You eat garbage, you become garbage. You eat clean things, you become a clean person. See? For example, pork. There's a reason why Allah made pork haram. It's filthy, dirty. Right? Even in American culture, Western culture, where they eat pork, when they want to show anger to someone, they say, you are like a pig. Why do they say that you are like a pig? Because they know that pig is a dirty animal. Right? So when you eat pork, you become like that. Right? Similarly, when you are feeding haram, then your family members will never become a source of comfort and peace for you. Look, brothers and sisters, I think all of you know this dua in Surah Al-Furqan. The dua regarding coolness of your heart and eyes through your family members. What is that dua that Quran is teaching us? وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ. O Allah, make my family members a source of comfort and peace for me. Now, how would this peace come to you? How would your children and family members be instrumental of peace for you? Allah gave the answer in the same ayah. وَجْعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ imama. Allah, make me the person who is making this dua. وَجْعَلْنَا, Allah, make me such that I am the imam of my family in taqwa. Meaning, Allah, when I am exhibiting taqwa, when I am feeding my family members halal, right, then only I can expect my children and my family members to be a source of coolness of my eyes. And brothers and sisters, you flip this. If you are feeding haram, then your children will not become, or your family members will not become, a source of coolness of your eyes. Right? And the real success, brother, is when you have a good family. A happy family, a peaceful family, a family that has taqwa, that has deen. That family is the real family. Some years ago, a certain person passed away in the community. Very extremely rich. For Ghusl Mayyit, I went there. His sons were standing there. I said, come forward. He's your dad. Right? Take lead in washing the body of your father. And I'll tell you, I'll keep on telling you how to wash the body of your father. Those children did not touch. No, Imam. Why? No, please, you go ahead. No. Why? Okay. I was hurt. I said, well, he's your father. Then, when you bury your loved one, if you are a member of the family, what you do is you sit next to the qabr. Listen to this. If you do not know, especially youngsters and people who have their parents alive, you sit next to the qabr, right? And let everybody leave. Let everybody leave. And then you sit next to the qabr. And Rasulullah said that you should ask for tathbeet. Tathbeet means that you keep on reciting the kalima La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. Another member of the family should sit next to the grave and should recite some Quran. Why? Because Rasulullah said, Al-an yus'al. So right now, your father, your mother, he or she is being asked those three questions. Those three questions. Who is your Lord? What's your religion? And what is your belief regarding Rasulullah? So your loved one inside the grave is being asked these questions. So Rasulullah said, sit down. Don't let other people who are distant relatives, friends leave. But you don't leave. Sit down next to the grave. Now, brothers and sisters, if you have not taught all this, hadith, deen, imagine how helpless you will be feeling when you will be buried in your qabr and you wanted your children to wait for a few more minutes next to your qabr. But because you did not teach anything to your parents, they do not know. They buried you and they do some social acts and then they leave. Your soul would be crying that why I did not teach my children what they should be doing after my death. So then you are a loser. You are successful if you teach deen to your family members. And I will end this by quoting one more ayah of Quran, please, and I need your attention, brothers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed the best household on this earth. And that is the household of Ahlul Bayt, of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah instructed them, not you and me. First Allah instructed them, وَذْكُرْنَا مَا يُتْلَى فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ مِنْ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ وَالْحِكْمَةِ. O the members of the family of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you should sit down and do dhikr, meaning remind each others about min ayatillah, the ayat, the Quranic ayat that are being revealed to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You should sit down and talk about it. Wal hikmah, and talk about the sunnah of your Rasul. In other words, you should have regular classes in your home, as a father, as a mother, so that your children could become coolness of your eyes. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you me understand. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallah wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfirullah.